Styles and Smiles wants you to look your best, but first you need to make an appointment by calling 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Now, Styles and Smiles is a complete salon specializing hair, nails, cosmetics, and if it's time for a change, let Styles and Smiles transform your ordinary into extraordinary with their expert stylists. Bring the whole family because they do it all. Call now and make an appointment at 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Styles and Smiles, located by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
AM 1230, KXO El Centro. We're live, we're local, we're here for you. And we mentioned we are on YouTube. Today, well, it depends on how you look at it. It's Mardi Gras, which translates as Fat Tuesday. And it's also Shrove Tuesday, same thing, or Fastnacht Day. And take your pick. You can celebrate because tomorrow is Ash Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. And then there's Thursday.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Body Thursday.
Thursday would be Wash Your Face Off Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it certainly would. You know, in case it crossed your mind about the elections that are coming up next Tuesday, you say, we're having elections? Yeah, we are. And we're having election returns. Carroll and I were talking this morning, and I can only remember one time in all the 40-some years that I've done election coverage that we had a conflict, so to speak. And that's almost unheard of. Anyway, we will have election coverage on Tuesday night after the polls close until all the ballots are counted.
Okay.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, we'll see if we can come up with an excuse, okay?
Okay. Well, maybe you can solicit input from our listeners.
Yes. I think teachers could probably give us some creative ways to write an excuse note, like they get from mom, right?
Yeah,
or supposedly from mom.
My dog ate my homework.
Yes. Yeah. Today is also Clam Chowder Day. What kind of clam chowder do you like? New England or Manhattan?
None.
You don't care for clam chowder?
I don't like clams.
Okay.
The smell is what I can't get past.
Okay. It's also Pancake Day.
I don't like clams with pancakes.
Well, clam-flavored pancakes might be good.
Yeah, you might start something new.
Yeah, well, let's see if Junior can cook some up for us.
Yeah, Junior probably could. That doesn't... he would tell you himself. That doesn't mean they're going to taste good, but...
You're on your own here, bud.
Yeah.
Yes.
Clams and pancakes. Ugh.
That reminds me, there is a new show on TV.
There's a new show, so we should celebrate.
Okay. Where you eat hot peppers.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't belong on TV. But then there's so many other things that don't belong on TV as well. But, new survey out. People who take naps are happier than non-nappers. I'm a napper, but sometimes I wake up from a nap feeling worse than when I started the nap. You know the feeling, right?
Yeah, that's the problem. That's why I don't normally take naps.
Yeah, but I know a cure for that problem.
Yeah,
a nap.
A nap, or get hit by a Mack truck. That's how I feel usually.
That would do it. Are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays.
Okay. Actor Tom Courtenay is 83. Actress Diane Baker, 82. Actress Karen Grassel from Little House on the Prairie, 78.
Wow.
Comedian Carrot Top is 55. Actress Veronica Webb, 55. Actor Alexis Denisov is 54. Actress Tia Leone, 54. Actress Leslie Boone is 52. Actor Sean Astin, 49. Actor Anson Mount is 47. Actress Rashida Jones is 44. Actor Justin Burfield is 34. Actress Jamila Jamil is 34. Actors James and Oliver Phelps, they're twins. They're 34.
All right.
Local birthdays coming up.
Shall we play a game?
Listen and win.
Thank you.
On AM 1230, we're giving away $25 complimentary certificates to Johnny Carino's Italian Bistro in El Centro. Listen to AM 1230 when you hear... Be caller number 13 at 760-352-1230 and win. Enjoy great food at Johnny Carino's Italian Bistro and listen for your chance to win on AM 1230. Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Celia Enrique, Deshaun Holmes, Dennis Freeman, Abigail McIlvaney, Edward Noriega, Kelly Keithley, Lashama Osby, Christopher John Rodriguez, Esteban Garibaldi, Guadalupe Smith, Jean Martinez, Ophelia Solano, Patty Barber, Rosemary Denton, Sonny Smith, Rhett Baston, Annabelle Gonzalez, Paxton and Parker Ellis, they're twins, Sully Ardolph, and Larry Russler. Happy birthday
Happy birthday.
KXO.
You know, you mentioned Rosemary. Her name, I hadn't seen her in a long time.
I see Rosemary every so often.
Well, I was going to say, I saw her the other day, and then 2 or 3 times after that in a real close time frame.
Yeah,
so
that happens. You don't see somebody for years, and then you bump into them.
Yeah. I prefer to talk to Rosemary over Doug, but...
yes.
You know, the rest is history.
It certainly is. Speaking of history, we make history every day with the news, don't we?
We certainly do.
Yes.
We don't make this up now, either. We're not making it up. This is real stuff.
Yeah. And, I know you have been following very closely Harry and Meg's, saga.
Oh, man, have I. I'm probably the biggest consumer.
Yes. Harry's royal duties officially end on March 31st. And this money-hungry, power-grabbing duo, I expect you will see a crown listed for sale on eBay the day after.
Yeah. Tiara, slightly used.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well. We've got news if you're ready.
We do.
Okay.
We'll tell you a little bit about what's coming up at the fair for opening night. We'll do that.
Fair? What fair?
Coming up.
Okay.
Starting on Friday.
Yeah, okay. Right now it's time for a look at World and California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Update. As the coronavirus sweeps the world, Secretary of State Pompeo is accusing Tehran of being less than truthful.
All known American carriers of the coronavirus are in isolation and treatment.
Iran reports at least 15 deaths, highest number outside China. Among the infected, the country's deputy health minister and a member of parliament. Lawmakers in Washington have now been briefed on the status of a new vaccine from researchers in Boston. It's shipped to the National Institute of Infectious Diseases for human testing. Missouri Senator Roy Blunt has a warning.
We're approaching the vaccine as rapidly as any vaccine has ever been developed, but that would still be a year or a year and a half before that vaccine would move beyond the trial stage.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace. Affordable, quiet, and reliable, you can count on a furnace from York because it's backed by the strongest warranties available. It's just another way we install confidence. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501 to learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this season. That's 353-4501. Contractor license 696216.
Emotional scene in L.A. for a memorial service honoring Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and the 7 others who died in that helicopter crash last month in Calabasas. Kobe's widow saying there was more to life than basketball for her husband.
The fact that he could play on an intense professional level and still be concerned by making sure we made it to the game safely was just another example of how family came first to him.
Reports Monday that Vanessa Bryant will be suing the owner of the crashed helicopter. A judge blocks for another week the U.S. government's effort to move several dozen coronavirus patients to a building in Costa Mesa. The city's mayor, Katrina Foley, suggesting that her city is part of the Trump administration's political retribution against the state of California.
It was very clear that the judge didn't believe that there was any reason other than a political one why Alabama was taken off the list.
City officials saying they weren't notified of the transfer plans in advance. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
Sometimes democracy is a birthright. Sometimes it is a gift. Today, it's a fight, and I'm asking you to stand and fight with me.
Michael Bloomberg on bringing our country back together.
This election is a referendum on the meaning of America. It is about what we will tell our children, what we did at this time. This election is about whether we recognize that all groups who have been marginalized, excluded, scapegoated, or far worse, rise and fall together. And that is our best hope, standing together, rejecting demagogues who try to seduce us by dividing us, and uniting behind the only shield that can protect us, our common values as American citizens and as God's children. That is what this election is about, and that is why I'm running, to repair the damage and to move our nation forward. Together, we will get it done. I'm Mike Bloomberg, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Mike Bloomberg 2020.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 2 locations in the valley, on Highway 86 at Julia Drive in the Brawley Auto Center, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, the County Board of Supervisors meet today. George Gale filed this story.
They will be busy today. The board will hold their regular weekly meeting in the morning. In the evening, the board will hold an off-site meeting in Heber. The public portion of the regular meeting begins at 10 o'clock this morning and will be held in the board chambers at the administration building on Main Street in El Centro. On the action agenda, the board will discuss 8 new allocations for the Mental Health Services Act Innovation Positive Engagement Team program. They will discuss an amendment to the contract for inmate and juvenile ward medical services. They will consider sponsorship of AB 2073, Youth Development and Engagement Month. They will discuss the Public Benefit Community Scholarship Program and the Public Benefit Lending Program proposal and standard consulting agreement with Sun Community Federal Credit Union. During the off-site meeting, there will be 3 presentations and time for public comment. That meeting will be held this evening at the Heber Community Center at 6 p.m. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
An Avondale, Arizona man is in custody after a U.S. Border Patrol K-9 team alerted to his car. On Friday morning, the dog alerted to a car at the Interstate 8 checkpoint near Yuma. In secondary inspection, agents located a false compartment in the floorboards and found more than 100 packages of various drugs hidden. There was more than 103 pounds of meth, more than 10 pounds of cocaine, and nearly 4 pounds of heroin in the car, with an estimated street value of over $440,000. The 24-year-old man driving the car, a U.S. citizen, was in possession of a Sentry Pass. He was arrested. KXO News Time, 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price, guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less.
In other local news, the dangers of vaping are coming to a school, a school district near you. Here's more in the story.
The topic of 3 public meetings. It is part of the Imperial County Office of Education, how to keep our kids safe, free community events for parents and students. Central Union High School District, Brawley Unified High School District, and Kxo Unified School District have partnered with ICOE, the Coalition for a Tobacco-Free Imperial County Public Health Department, El Centro Regional Medical Center, El Centro Police Department, and other agencies to help parents and students understand the impact of vaping. They will be offering 3 community events to highlight the dangers of vaping in an effort to help reduce the health risk behaviors among students. The first event will be held Wednesday in El Centro, March 11th, at the Southwest High School Jimmy Cannon Theater, beginning at 6 p.m. Second one will be held Thursday, March 19th, in the new gymnasium at Brawley Union High School, beginning at 5:30 p.m. Third event will be held on Thursday, April 2nd, at Varner Gymnasium at Kxo High School. Parents and students are encouraged to attend. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
California Midwinter Fair opens this Friday. Monster X monster trucks will be in front of the grandstands on opening night, beginning at 7 p.m. Also, Hot August Nights, the Neil Diamond Tribute, will begin at 8:30 p.m. on the Mechanics Bank Center stage. For that monster truck event, you will need a separate ticket for the event. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Are you looking for something special? Then I suggest the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Leave an impression with a gift from the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma has some great ideas. How about fudge? Yeah, 80+ different handmade, melt-in-your-mouth flavors of fudge. They've got colossal dates. Yeah, they've got raw, salted, roasted, blanched, in the shell, out of the shell peanuts. All at the Peanut Patch. Or how about delicious single-ingredient peanut butter? It's peanuts. That's it. Nothing added, nothing needed. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Visit. They're open Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. They have tours free every Tuesday and Friday at 10 a.m. Visit the Peanut Patch, something very special. It's page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance or health insurance or your retirement planning.
In other local news, coffee with a cop is coming your way. Here's more on that story.
It happens Thursday in Kxo. Coffee with a Cop is a national event designed to allow the community to get to know its local police officers. Kxo event this year will be held at the Commandant Memorial Library beginning at 5:30 p.m. and running until 8 p.m., maybe a little longer. New officers as well as seasoned officers will be on hand to meet the public and address their concerns. Any and all questions are encouraged. The coffee will be provided by Starbucks. Children are welcome to meet the officers. A play area will also be available to allow the parents time to meet with the officers. The event is free to the public. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Downtown cleanup is coming to El Centro. The city of El Centro, along with the El Centro Police Department, Home Depot, and Easter Seals will be cleaning along Main Street from 4th to 8th Street. That will be on Tuesday, March the 3rd, starting at 10 a.m. The sponsors of this event are encouraging businesses to clean up the entryway of their storefronts. Again, sponsored by City of El Centro, the El Centro Police Department, Home Depot, and Easter Seals. So let's get that community pride going. Engineering team is recognized for a job well done. Here's more on that story.
It happened last week in recognition of the critical work professional engineers do so that the Imperial Irrigation District can reliably provide water and energy services to its customers. The IID Board of Directors last week saluted the district's engineering team during Engineering Week 2020. IID Board President Norma Sierra Galindo said it was a wonderful opportunity to express their utmost appreciation to the engineers for their ongoing contributions and dedication to the trade. She said they really are the backbone of the district operations. IID is the third largest public power provider in California and the largest irrigation district in the nation, employing a number of engineers in both the water and energy departments. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, dry conditions will prevail through the rest of the week into the weekend with mostly clear skies. Breezy to windy conditions are expected this afternoon. Look for temperatures to warm up to the 80s across the Imperial and Yuma valleys by the end of the week. A storm system early next week could bring another chance of precipitation and cooler temperatures. Our high yesterday, 82, 49 the low. Sunny today with a high near 77. We'll have north-northeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 45. North wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 73. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the north. 56 degrees downtown, 51% relative humidity. Wind is out of the west at about 3 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplement coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options.
I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial Big Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please.
I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Company in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville. Imperial's Do-It Centers is where you will find what you need when you need it. NBA action yesterday. The 76ers topped the Hawks 129-112. Bucks beat the Wizards 137-134 in overtime. It went overtime with the Cavaliers topping the Heat 125-119. Magic beat the Nets 115-113. Rockets rolled. They clobbered the Knicks 123-112. It was the Mavericks 139, Timberwolves 123. Suns beat up on the Jazz 131-111. And the Clippers, they scored big, 124 over the Grizzlies 97.
Planning a home improvement project? Let your friends at Imperial Hardware Company lend a hand. Our Do-It Centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a big box with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. Our helpful and courteous staff will get you outfitted for any task in no time. Imperial Hardware Company is locally owned and family operated, proudly serving this community for over a century. We carry only the best products and top name brands. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Think only national chains are open every day? Think again. Imperial Do-It Centers are available 7 days a week to serve you.
Well, Jose Altuve insists that he's tuned out the hecklers. Yeah, but he couldn't avoid a pitch that grazed him. He was hit in the foot. That ain't nothing big, according to Houston Astros manager Dusty Baker. Yeah, Altuve was loudly booed when he was introduced for his spring training debut, cheered when he struck out, and called a cheater by several fans. Former Texas men's tennis coach Michael Center was sentenced to 6 months in prison for taking a $100,000 bribe as part of a sweeping college admissions scam. If you got the money, you can pay to get your kid into any school you think they should belong in. Yes. And the San Diego State Aztecs men's basketball team, well, they lost Saturday night to Las Vegas. That dropped them down one notch. They're now number 5 in the coaches poll and the AP poll. But you watch the Aztecs. They will make the Final Four. That's it for Sports Time. Brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Do-It Centers in El Centro, Brawley, and Holtville. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware. They're brought to you by Styles and Smiles. Complete salon services. Call for an appointment, or you can walk in. Styles and Smiles on Imperial Avenue, right by Cardenas Market in El Centro. U.S. stocks gave up early gains mid-morning today as investors attempted to assess growing headwinds like the spread of the COVID-19 outside China against the backdrop of positive economic growth. Global stocks were hammered yesterday with the Dow Jones Industrial Average and S&P 500 index charting their biggest one-day percentage losses in more than 2 years. The Dow Jones Industrial Average off about 80 points in early trading, the S&P 500 down 14, and the NASDAQ Composite down about 35 points. Investors remain stuck between their appetite for risk and the blurry impact of coronavirus, which is leading to mixed market sentiment this week, according to technical analyst Pierre Veilleret. Shares of Home Depot rose 1.9% after the world's largest home improvement retailer today beat fourth quarter earnings and revenue expectations and hiked its dividend by 10%.
It's a new year, and Styles and Smiles wants you to look your best. But first, you need to make an appointment by calling 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Now, Styles and Smiles is a complete salon specializing hair, nails, cosmetics. And if it's time for a change, let Styles and Smiles transform your ordinary into extraordinary with their expert stylists. Bring the whole family because they do it all. Call now and make an appointment at 760-960-2382. That's 960-2382. Styles and Smiles, located by Cardenas Market in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 77. It'll be a bit breezy with north-northeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting as high as 25 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 45, north wind 5 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 73, west-northwest wind about 5 miles per hour. 56 degrees, 51% relative humidity. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Styles and Smiles, here to help you look your best. Styles and Smiles on Imperial Avenue, right by Cardenas Market.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, wah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, savings coming at ya, savings coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see you at practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Most ads interrupt your music with dialogue. This ad interrupts it with more music, and that's marginally better. Thanks, Giant Snickers Hole.
Best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. When Democratic presidential candidates square off tonight in Charleston, the focus may be on Cuba and the late Fidel Castro. Frontrunner Bernie Sanders praised some of Castro's programs on 60 Minutes. There's been blowback from Republicans and Democrats alike. CBS's Rebecca Kaplan.
I think we're going to see him take a lot of heat for this on the debate stage tonight. You already saw Mike Bloomberg come out with a tweet yesterday saying this is really inexcusable, pointing out all of the other parts of Fidel Castro's legacy in Cuba, imprisoning people, putting people to death, and just raising a lot of concerns about that. So I suspect that's going to be one of the first, if not the first attack that we hear.
I'm Jim Krasula in North Charleston, South Carolina. Former Vice President Joe Biden has to do well in next Saturday's South Carolina primary. Lewis Kennedy is representative of one of the big problems Biden may be facing.
In the beginning, I probably was a Biden supporter, but I have been leaning Bloomberg in the last couple of weeks.
Why?
Because I like his for some of the progressive things as well as some of the moderate things.
Kennedy told me he also believes Michael Bloomberg has the best chance of winning the presidency in November.
The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled against the family of a Mexican teenager who was fatally shot in a cross-border shooting. The family brought suit against a border control agent. In India, President Trump suggested Supreme Court Justices Ginsburg and Sotomayor step aside when dealing with cases involving him or his administration.
I just don't know how they can not recuse themselves for anything having to do with Trump or Trump-related. The right thing to do is that.
And yesterday, Sotomayor was critical of the administration for claiming emergencies to get the court to rush to review cases. Democrats have criticized President Trump's $2.5 billion coronavirus package as too thin. Mr. Trump says the virus is very well under control in the U.S. Tennessee's Lamar Alexander and other senators were briefed by health officials about the situation today and the prospects for a vaccine, too.
The problem is it's very aggressive, and it's spreading in other countries. It will inevitably spread
here. We want to contain that spread when it comes.
It seems a planned reduction in violence in Afghanistan is working.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo calls this a historic moment and insisted all sides are tired of fighting.
We're proud of our gains, but our generals have determined that this war is unlikely to be won militarily without tremendous additional resources.
Pompeo said if this process moves forward, it won't be easy and U.S. forces won't be rushing to exit.
Our conditions-based withdrawal sets a high bar for the things that will take place.
Cammie McCormick, CBS News, the Pentagon.
Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 247 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Don't go out to eat, go out to Eda at Chili's. Chicken or shrimp fajitas are now on 3 for $10. So hear that chicken sizzle.
Ooh, yummy.
Or that shrimp sizzle.
They sound so similar.
People laughing and having fun. Hey, Gary, maybe take it down a notch? It's a bit much.
Sorry.
Just kidding, Gary. Live your truth. Go out to Eda at Chili's for 3 for $10. That's a starter, fajita, and Coke, all for $10. Together, we Chili's. At participating restaurants only. Price may vary in Hawaii.
When Allstate agents and employees go to work every day, their #1 priority is protecting what matters most to you. For military veterans, that instinct to protect also comes naturally. No wonder thousands of veterans build good careers with Allstate. And now, Allstate is ranked the #1 employer on the 2020 Military-Friendly Employers list. You're in good hands with Allstate.
For career opportunities or to get a quote, contact Allstate today. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
From the world of music, changing of the guard.
Elvis, meet Justin. Justin Bieber has bested Elvis Presley as the youngest musician to earn 7 #1 albums on the Billboard Hot 200 chart. 25-year-old Bieber has made the cut with his new album Changes, breaking the record set by a 26-year-old Presley almost 60 years ago with Blue Hawaii. The Biebs turns 26 March 1st. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The company that set the online shopping world upside down is digging deeper into bricks and mortar. Amazon opening its first major supermarket today with no cashiers. It's in Seattle and modeled after its Go convenience store. Shoppers scan an app when they enter. Cameras and sensors total up what they bought, and the bill is put on their Amazon account. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Credit Karma can help you make financial progress by giving you free scores, reports, and monitoring. But Credit Karma does not give you the love that only a mother can. It's just an app.
I miss my mom.
But you can use Credit Karma to help you improve your credit. But it cannot solve the eternal questions surrounding the human condition.
Oh, come on, I need answers.
But signing up is free. No credit card needed. Just download the Credit Karma app now.
Oh, there's my answer.
Credit Karma. Here's the progress.
This travel tip is presented by Clear. Be careful what you wear on your next flight. Why? Here's Peter Greenberg, host of CBS's Eye on Travel.
Wearing baggy pants and wearing them so low that you're revealing a little too much of your gluteus maximus? Airlines reserve the right to disembark passengers that violate their contract of carriage. My advice? Leave the low-hanging pants and shirts in your check bag.
Special thanks to our sponsors at Clear. Enroll in Clear at clearme.com/EOT and zip through busy airports nationwide.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, let me call you back, man.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hi, so I have this stain and I heard you're the guy.
Say no more. Valley Dry Cleaning's got you covered. There you go, man.
Cool, man. Hey, man, you got it out. What'd you guys do?
Let's just say we've got a secret weapon.
Thanks, man.
This is an ugly candy bar, Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away, we're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. Why people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know, maybe we should be on the radio or something, skywriting.